Alright guys, just a quick one today on catching a few squid around Cairns. It can be done, you don't sort of hear about it much, but particularly in the early months of the year, you can really catch a lot of squid. At night time, aim for the new moon or a couple of days either side. Nice dark skies, that way your squid light works a lot better. Getting a bit ahead of myself, but what you need is a lure tray. Get a selection of squid jigs around the 3-inch or less. These little fluoro squid jigs, they're pretty cheap. You don't have to go for the really expensive ones. Like a $3 or $4 squid jig will work it'll work just fine. I don't know, maybe the expensive ones work better, but the cheapies work fine for me. So get a selection. I like the Lumo ones because you give them a bit of a charge up in the torch when you're out there, and they really glow and they seem to attract the squid well. So you got your squid jigs sorted out. Next you need a squid light. They're available at any tackle shop. I don't know, maybe $30 or something. I've got a sinker tied to the bottom of mine just to hold it vertical in the water column. Then get yourself some leader, a really nice fine leader. This is fluoro, 16 pound. You could even go lighter than that, but 16 pound, I find that's fine. And get yourself a clear top bag to stick it all in. So you get your tackle tray, your light and your leader, and then you can just stow that away in your boat, stick it up under the nose or in the cabin, and that way, look, you're not going to find squid every time you go fishing, but when you do, it's there, it's easy to access, and you're set. So hopefully I'll have a little bit of footage of actually catching them and show you the technique. Alright, so out on the boat now, and tie on your squid jig to your lightest outfit, probably a whiting rod, 2 to 4 kilos, something like that's ideal. Here I've got a Lumo squid jig, and before I cast it out, I'll give it a bit of a soak in the light, just to really activate that luminous coating, and then cast it out a good 20 metres if you can, 15-20 metres, and just let it sit there in the current. And the squid, even though they're attracted to the lights of the boat, they seem to prefer to take the squid jig when it's out in the shadows. They seem to let their guard down a bit. So when you feel the squid on the jig, you'll just feel a slow pull, just slowly and gently wind it back to the boat. Don't jerk it or strike at it, you'll end up breaking them off. They're very tender. To get them off, just turn your squid jig upside down and they should fall off. You'll see in this next squid when I bring him in, I tried to turn the squid jig the wrong way and he got a bit upset and squirted his ink everywhere. It's no big deal, it washes off pretty easily, just don't let it dry, probably the easiest way. So yeah, that's about it. They're a great thing, they're really nice to eat as well, so if you're catching a few, maybe just pop some on ice and take them in. You can use the smaller ones for bait, just pin them through the top of the squid and drop them down. They'll stay alive until they get eaten by something like a nice nana guy. Anyway, that's about all for now. Until next time.